What's cracking, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Honda Recap. We've grown so much since the last recap, and I can't thank you all enough for all the support and all the comments you guys have left. I got a few channels I want to discuss towards the end of this, so let's get this going. Roll the intro. Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in to another episode. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time this uploads, and that's Monday night at 8 o'clock. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is encapsulate everything that's going on YouTube and the Honda universe and bringing it into one episode as we go over builds and creators and what's going on a weekly basis. So like I said, we've grown so much since the last recap, and I cannot thank everybody who's joined, commented, and sent me messages and telling me what they like about it and who to look at. It's outstanding, and I can't thank you guys enough. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this off with Adam Ivell. He is right now in Florida, has been hanging out, and he did a collab and cool kick it with Zosh. That was crazy and unexpected. I saw an Instagram story and I was instantly enthused. I knew what was gonna happen and I couldn't wait for the video. It was really cool to see Zosh from another camera angle and realizing that he's exactly the same as I thought he was. Adam and Zosh being just balls of energy was just a blast to see. He got to drive Christina, smash, hit boost, and run from cops all in the same video. What an insane thing to watch. I'm so glad that he was having fun here in Florida. I know he comes quite often for work and holiday and everything like that, but I never expected him to hang out with Zosh and do videos like that. So super happy that got to go down. Glad you guys had fun, and it was really awesome seeing footage from both angles. With that said, Zosh's car done. He got to hang out with Adam, and he went out with Mai for a cool photo shoot, which is great because you can totally see the joy in Zosh's face that Christina is now built, painted, and looking exactly how he wants her to look right now. They went around, took some awesome photos. Mai has a DC-5, obviously driving around, did some cool shoots together, and I love seeing the fact that the new photos are out. Zosh is putting them on his Instagram. It's just awesome to see the progression finally come to close to an end. I can't wait to see what the next step is. Following that, we got Boosted Boys. Kyle has now put the van in the garage. After he's fully soccer mommed it out, a bunch of subscribers sent him some really cool magnets and stickers. He's put them on the back of the van because no one really expects this van to have 700 horsepower, but to get to the point, the EK, the original EK he had on his channel, is now getting a full cage. He just dropped it off at PFI. He also dropped the block for the MR2 off, so that's great. I love the fact that he's gonna continue building the MR2 with the K24 in it, and I'm really happy that the EK is getting a full cage. I know you're gonna be going to a lot of drag strips later on this year, and you definitely need that for safety. Next up, we got Honda Street Garage. If you've been following Mark, he has been building his EF. Auto manual, finally got it started, and I'm super happy to see that in one of his latest videos he was able to start it, drive it, and take it on its first maiden voyage, and it went great. I also noticed that where he's from, he's got 93 on the pump gas. Here we have 91. I don't understand that, but like I said, I'm super happy that it's driving. He's having a lot of fun with it. He took on the daily uploads and showed you everything that he was doing in the process to make that happen, and it was great. And so I'm really happy because I really want the EF to turn out just like the EJ, and I could already see the quality of work that you're putting into it, so we know we're gonna get there. Next up, we got Hondapro Jason. He went behind the scenes to show you how the new Civic Type R was actually made, and I learned that it only took 4 hours to get the whole car assembled. So definitely check out his video. He takes you step by step from when you actually see the whole chassis drop down and hit the conveyor belt after getting painted. No doors, dash gets put in, everything on the interior gets slowly modified all the way to the test drive at the very end where he got to drive his actual black CTR. It was a crazy adventure to see. I'm so glad you have the ability to do that. The whole video was very enlightening to see how the car actually gets built at the factory. Following that, we got Hunter Tune. He is now a partial sponsor or getting partially sponsored by P2PO. He has been building B20 VTECs. He had one in his CRX. He's building one now. P2PO is actually a company that is making proper size length rods and pistons for the B20 VTEC platform, which is something not a lot of companies are doing. You can actually find separate hardware that actually allows that to happen, although P2PO is actually putting in the effort to make proper length rods and pistons to get the max compression you can get out of the build. I'm super happy about that, and I'm really happy that Hunter is actually getting that support, He's been putting in a lot of effort and building a lot of things in the past. He has a couple other customer cars. I think he's actually building a Vitara build right now on the side for a customer, as well as building the B20 VTEC for his EK hatch. And I'm really enthused of the fact that he's gonna show us how much power he actually gets on those products and give us a first-hand review of what it's like to actually build with those. Following that, we got Just for Fun. This was another video where you got to see two different aspects of one meet. Just for Fun and the Law Tommy Law channel actually all went to a pop-up meet down in San Diego. They do that every now and then, but I guess they chose a parking garage that usually gets shut down by the cops, but it didn't this time. But what did happen was the gates closed at midnight, which left a tiny little opening in where about 15 of some of the nicest cars had to find a way out of the garage and over a pretty substantial curb. And I don't know if you know this, but lowered cars and curbs don't really get along. But like I said, you got two different views of the story, which is great. And you got to see everybody laughing, hanging out, and working together on how to actually get those cars out safely without scraping. Some people were taking off bumpers. Other people were just going off super slow. Luckily, I think one car was bagged, so all they had to do was air up. But like I said, really cool to see the adventure, really cool to see everybody have to work together and just have a good time regardless of the situation. After that, we got Motorspirit. If you've been following the guy's channel, he's been putting in a lot of work in his EG, custom wire harness, exhaust, and everything else to get his car ready and prepped for the track. In his latest video, he actually got it dynoed, putting down some decent power, and I'm really excited to see the footage that you're gonna come up with when it comes down to race day. Here, I know we're getting closer to summer and spring, and we're starting to get a lot of track prep going on, so I'm really excited to see all these people that are building these cars for track, getting it all set up. So if you haven't been following Motorspirit, definitely check it out. He's got really great content, and I know the track footage is on its way. Following that, we got Nick Sabella. I talked about this guy previously. He's got a few Civics, and lately he's working on one that is just giving him a bunch of problems. He's replaced literally everything in the car. If you watched his latest video, he actually replaced the fuel pump, the distributor, the ECU, and a bunch of other things that he details, and he's just having this random problem in his car. The engine is just cutting out around 5K, and he doesn't really know what else he has to swap. I can totally tell the frustration, and I can see that in other people's videos too, when you get to that point where you just don't know what to do. So, like I said, I'll put everybody's info in the description below. Definitely check out the guy's channel. He's very open to hearing what people think, and I know there's a bunch of people out there that have dealt with the same issues, and if you got an idea, let him know. He's constantly replying and saying whether or not he's tried that or he's down to look, but like I said, we got to help each other in the community, so check out the guy's channel. He does have another Civic. It is a bagged EK, and he did get that finally running, so he does have another daily, but I don't want to see him let go of his other Civic. So if you guys got any ideas or you want to check out what's going on, definitely check out Nick Sabella's channel. Let him know you're there, and you know, if you have any insight on what it could possibly be, let him know. All right, this guy, a lot of people have been telling me to check out, and that's Steven Ocassio, and I know I've talked about him in the past, and I'm definitely a fan of his. In his latest video, he's getting a lot of things prepared. I think he's going to Honda Day, and I believe it's in Maryland this year, but he's getting everything he needs to do to get it prepped and ready for paint. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be great. I'm not saying I know what the color is, but I'd be lying. I definitely know what the color is, and it's gonna be amazing. So if you guys haven't checked it out, be sure to tune in now, follow along. He just hit 7K, he's super excited. I think he's actually gonna do a giveaway pretty soon. So I would definitely check out his channel, be excited. I'm super juiced to see what the color is gonna turn out like. And if I could, I would definitely be at Honda Day. So if you're gonna be out there on the East Coast, that's definitely an event you guys wanna check out. Following that, we got Nicholus Marlow.
Hey, I'm already back. Guess what? It's too nice out not to install anything. If you just watched the last video, then you'll know that it's still the same day. And we're gonna be getting rid of this. I don't like this looped hose idea anymore. It looks stupid, it looks ugly, it's unnecessary, and just get out of here. So I went with this new product that I've just found out about. It's Chase Bay's baffle power steering reservoir.
This guy has a K20A2 in his Integra. I believe he's up in Canada. And I gotta give you guys super amounts of props for willing to go out there and wrench on your cars when there's snow on the floor, snow in your garage, and it's just coming down and it's like -2 degrees. I don't know how you guys are doing this out there. You know, Brandon from Motor Nubs, Hunter Tuned, all you guys are working out in the snow. I give you tons of props. But like I said, Nicholus Marlow is putting in a bunch of effort right now in his car, and his engine bay is looking immaculate. He's got a bunch of stuff going into it now. I believe he just put a Chase Bay's baffled reservoir in, and a bunch of other goodies constantly going into his car. The engine bay is completely dressed up with Downstar hardware, and you can definitely tell that he went from an auto to manual because he's putting all the essentials that he needs to make that happen. And I can't wait to see more content. I know he's got a bunch of other packages. I believe he's got a special surprise coming out too. If you're interested in seeing a Type S swapped Integra, that's definitely the channel to get into. Anyways, that's a great segue into the next thing. Speaking of Downstar hardware, we got Frank Downstar.
So it's our first day in Osaka, guys. We're headed to Kyoto right now. Check out some cool stuff, and hopefully tonight we're gonna hit the loop, so we'll see. Have a good one, guys.
I've actually had the privilege of speaking with this guy, and I've been able to communicate with him, which is awesome. He's now putting out vlogs a little bit more consistently, and it's awesome to see his view of the Tokyo Auto Salon and all of him and his friends in Tokyo. If you notice there, a lot of the cars and the engine bays that you see there in the Chronicles videos, all are full of Downstar hardware, so it's really cool to see his point of view and behind the scenes there. So like I said, if you haven't checked that out, he's more than just a brand. The guy's got footage, he's got videos, and it's really awesome to see all that stuff comes together from when you order online to it actually making it to your door. So like I said, definitely check out Frank's channel. It's going great. I can't wait to see more Tokyo footage, man. All right, next up we got RiceflavouredVtec.
Here in my car, pulling out the dashboard so I can get all the wiring out. So we just started by taking this off, all this stuff off, the vents off, cluster off. Started unplugging everything down there, of course seats, glove box and all that crap. Now it just loosen bolts like they have on top and down there, so this is kinda ready to go out. So I can unplug the final few wires in there, the blue shit. And then I can finally pull the harness out and then take the carpet out, so I can remove the fuel line that I need to replace. So yeah, that's the project.
I met this guy a while ago on the Corner Balance forum when that was still up, and it's really cool. I believe he's actually in Switzerland, but I'm not 100% sure. Your accent sounds a lot like Johnny Geiger, the skater, and I know he's in Switzerland, so if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. Either way, he's got a really great EF sedan he's getting together. In his latest video, he's actually taking the dash out and prepping it as much as he can to get it ready for paint. It's a really cool style. I like just the rawness of the whole thing, and he's just hanging out, having fun with friends, and just showing you what he's up to. So, like I said, man, EF sedans, you don't see many out there. I'm really happy that you're choosing that as the platform to build. Following that, we got Redlinebandits.
What's up, guys? You might be wondering why is the Civic the other way around in the garage, and why is the transmission out of it? I put it all together. It runs. I went for his first like test drive around the block, and the trans is no good. Second gear is like clapped. It just keeps popping out of gear. Unhooked the shift linkage and manually put it in, and it still pops out, so that cancels out my shift linkage.
I talked about this guy in the last video that I wanted to talk about him because he has an unconventional swap. Right now he's got an F23A in a Civic, and he's also got a G23 on the side that he's trying to build. His latest video actually shows that he has some transmission problems, but Accord transmissions are kind of easy to find, and he's putting different cases together, trying to figure out what gearing is going to be right for the build. But I really applaud the fact that you didn't just get a B series or a D series and throw it in your Civic. You're trying to do something different, and I think that's what the community needs, just something a little different. Again, another channel where I really appreciate just the raw footage of what's really going on from your perspective, and having fun and hanging out and just being you. I'd love to see more of that. I love the cinematic edits that everybody's creating, but I do have a soft spot for just raw. This is what I'm doing. These are my parts, and I'm just going for it. So props to you, man. Another EK hatch I wanted to talk about is Boosted Black Eye.
Good. All right, guys. So we're in the garage right now. I got borrow snap-on leakage tester for the cylinder. We actually already ran the test, so I already know the results. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. Pretty much you just want to get your air compressor. It's at 100. This one has a capacity of 140 PSI. And then you want to take on your snap-on, and then you want to set it, make sure it's set to 0 on here, and it'll probably be around 100. This is for snap-on only, so other leakage testers may be different. So just for snap-on specifically, you want to set it to 0, and on here it'll be at like 95, maybe 100 PSI. So I did 3 already. We know where the leak is.
This guy has a, like I said, boosted EK hatch. It's gorgeous looking. It's definitely on the way to being really fast. He's got a beautiful ram horn manifold, and he's got a bunch of stuff going on. I think in his latest video, he's having trouble with the head. He was doing a leak down test, and he might have some valve issues, but he pulled the head off. He's doing the repairs himself, and he's showing you how he's going about to do it. I really love the format and the platform that you're working on. I think EK hatches are beginning to come back, but like I said, if you're looking for that kind of content for a boosted EK hatch, definitely check this guy out. A lot of the work he's doing himself, and I just love how he explains it, and you can tell that he just enjoys what he's doing. All right, last but not least, we got MT Garage.
Alright, I'm back out in the garage again, gonna get some work done on the Civic today.
As you saw, this is a really cool channel of a group of friends, and they're all hanging out and doing the same hobby and enjoying what they're doing. I'm really looking forward to this H22 EK hatch that they have. I see that he's ripping it apart and getting it ready, and I really enthused to see what he has planned for it in the future. I really want to see it get back together and start ripping up the streets, and you can tell if you watch all the rest of the videos that everyone is really excited about their personal builds and bringing everybody in the community together and actually having fun and watching what exactly they're up to. So, like I said, MT Garage, I love what you guys are doing. It's a cool group of friends, and I enjoy watching your guys' videos. All right, guys, that about wraps up this episode of the Honda Recap. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the new subscribers and everybody who's joined on and left me comments and told me how much you appreciate this. I appreciate you guys coming in, giving me comments, shout outs, saying, hey, go check out this guy's channel, and that's all I'm really trying to do. I just want to push out the negativity and bring in the positivity here for the Honda community. It's only growing. We're just getting started. There's so many creators out there that I'm trying to cover. So I'm definitely trying to bring in new people every time, but still go over all stuff that's been happening in the past week. Like I've said in the past, I'm just a normal guy. I love Hondas. I love talking about it. So if you have a build and you want to talk about it, definitely hit me up on Instagram or hit me up right here in the comments, or somebody else, if you know them in the comments, let them know you're there. Just trying to start a conversation, just trying to have fun, and just trying to bring this community together the only way I can, and that's with this. So thank you guys so much for the support. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.